Welcome back to Daytime. This is the latest issue of Taste magazine. You'll see it all around the region. Just take a look at that cover. All the fresh fruit and the vegetables. It makes you think of spring. And here at Daytime, it makes us think of our very good friend, Lazaro Pacheco, who is back, who happens to be the gentleman responsible for that beautiful cover in Taste magazine. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. It looks absolutely beautiful, and you've done almost the recreation of it for us here today.
Yeah, I got very close to the cover.
You know, you are so mild-mannered about the work that you do, Lazaro. When we see fruits and vegetables this time of year, we think, yum. When you see fruits and vegetables, you must think, okay, what can I make with that? What could I carve? What could I design?
That's what I do when I go to San Jacob's Market. I look at the fruits and the vegetables, and the people thinking, oh, this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. But I look at the fruit and put it in my head, and I say, with this I can do this, with this I can do that. You know,
it's interesting because I look at the work that you're doing, and it's kind of the equivalent to me of what a wood carver would do. You know, carving those intricate designs. Except in your case, when you're carving, you know, if something goes wrong, I guess we can eat it afterwards. It doesn't happen with wood.
Yeah.
But because you're working with perishables, you're on a very tight timeline when you're designing something, first of all, and then it only lasts so long.
Take hours sometimes.
I bet it does. Because I'm looking at this, and I know this you had to start creating this morning.
Yeah.
Very early this morning.
Yeah.
For the show. So for a design like this, or for the cover of Taste magazine, how long? Any idea the number of hours it would take?
Taste magazine was about 2 days.
Wow.
Not a full days, but, you know, few hours every day.
So when you're coming up with creations, I know weddings are a popular choice when people are contacting you about, you know, coming up with a creation for them, or for, you know, a corporate function or something. You really have to be very cognizant of the time so that you can have it prepared just on time.
Yeah.
But the other thing I guess you have to think about is what's available. You know, you've got to start.
Depend on the season.
Exactly.
Sometimes I don't have the fruit I need for, and I have to change my projects.
So you can come up, I guess, with a preliminary design.
Yeah.
But after that, it all depends on when you go out to the farmer's market or when you're walking around, what's there, what's fresh, what looks great.
What is good for decoration, to make roses, and not even the new vegetables. I looking for sometimes brand new ones. Like, I never do things with that, so I try it.
Which is interesting for you because you come from Cuba,
yes,
and you moved to Canada 15 years ago. I remember you saying that when you came to Canada, all of a sudden you saw a lot of produce that you had never seen before. So as a fruit carver, that had to make your eyes go, wow. You know? Yeah,
that's amazing for me. We don't have much fruit, but here there's a lot of fruit, and my imagination flow all over the place.
Well, you share your imagination with other people. Not only do you do private lessons if people want to learn how to do the fruit carving, but you've also teamed up with the Kitchener Market, and you provide lessons there occasionally.
Yes, it's June the 4th at 11:45. Registration is open, and it's $5 per person. I think it's something very cheap to learn things like this.
Now, don't think you're going to be coming away making one of these on your first attempt at fruit carving, but you'll be showing them the basics on what they can, how they can start to carve the fruit, and maybe get a little bit of your imagination and eye. I'm going to try to get a little bit of your imagination and eye right now. You have, we'd call it a cantaloupe or a muskmelon here, okay?
So we're going to try to make a rose. So we just cut 1 inch down.
Okay.
And run.
See, and already I'm looking at it going, a rose?
Yeah.
Really? But you've already done one that's incorporated in with the sculpture that you've brought here today. So is it about, I guess, layering the design, really, when you're doing the carving, Lazaro?
Yeah.
And where did you learn all your skills from?
I learned in Cuba. In the Jagrumas Hotel. I just learned the basics there.
Okay.
And after, I just improve my skills here. Most of the watermelons carving, I just went to the internet and get some ideas from other people who make the same I make.
Right.
Right. So, and that's what I do now, the watermelon. So what we want to do in the market is these kind of roses, but not in the cantaloupe.
Okay.
We're gonna do it in the like a mini watermelons. They are on sale now in the grocery store.
Okay.
So everyone, you're gonna enjoy my class. You're gonna have a baby watermelon, and they're gonna follow my steps, doing the roses. That's what we're gonna do.
Well, and the thing is, we get so hung up, I guess, on doing it right. It's got to be exact. It's got to be like that. But, you know, you can be a little, everybody's open to interpretation, I guess.
Yeah, you can make mistakes, but that's fine for beginners, right?
Because you eat it when you're done. You know?
Not
So
even,
it really
I know.
doesn't matter, Lazaro.
Yeah,
You're
that's
gonna
not
eat it.
that's not, this is a special knife I use for.
Okay.
But in the market, we're gonna use a potty knife, not even I can try to do the roses with a potty knife like everyone do.
Because you'd
what-
have a paring knife
yeah.
at home in your kitchen, and maybe not the fancier tools.
Yeah, these tools are special for this, but most you can use other knives, like a regular knife.
And I know for you, a lot of your work is specialty work that you're on call for weddings. People want you to come up with designs for weddings or corporate functions or a lot of different things. But for those of us, you know, that might be taking the lessons, it could be just as simple as, you know what, you've got a family reunion coming up this summer and you just want to do something a little extra,
Yeah.
or a birthday party, or just because, you know, you just want to have something a little fancier on the kitchen table at home. Why not?
You can learn to do like a simple things with fruits and vegetables. Like you can impress your guests at in your barbecue at home or any small parties you do.
Look at that. And you really start to see the shape of the rose coming out now with the leaves. That's beautiful. Well, we've got about a minute left, so let's remind everybody again. The lessons are coming up this Saturday. You're offering them at the Kitchener Market.
Yeah,
And people can get in touch with you directly.
yeah.
And we've got the information. They can get it up on the screen. It's this Saturday, June the 4th. Costs just $5. Starts at 11:45 a.m.
11:45.
And look at that. He did that in 6 minutes. Imagine what you can do with an hour with Lazaro. Well, wonderful.
Thank you.
I look forward to the lessons. Congratulations on the cover of Taste
Thank
magazine.
you.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for
Back
inviting
with
me.
more on Daytime in just a moment. Stay with us.